So good afternoon everyone. For today our topic is all about arithmetic and geometric gradient. First, let us define what is arithmetic gradient. It frequently happens that the cash flow series is not of a constant amount A. Instead, there is uniformly increasing series as shown. So, there are certain cases kung saan yung disbursement natin ay hindi pare-parehas. 'Di ba? Yung last topic natin about annuity, yung disbursement natin from year 1 to 5 ay pantay-pantay lang. So, kapag sinabi nating arithmetic gradient, ang disbursement natin ay either increasing or decreasing. So, sa case nitong example na cash flow diagram natin, yung disbursement natin ay increasing. So, ang tawag dito sa cash flow na to ay arithmetic gradient, kung saan dapat yung value na nag-increase sa kanya ay constant. So, tingnan natin yung cash flow niya in terms of this. So, from year 0, ito yung present worth. So, sa year 1, ang value ng disbursement natin ay A. Sa year 2, naging A plus G. So, nadagdagan siya ng G. Sa year 3, A plus 2G. Okay? Sa year 4, A plus 3G. Therefore, para makuha natin yung value ng ating disbursement, ang formula natin ay A plus N minus 1 times G. Depende kung saan nag-start yung pag-increase ng value. For example, sa year 2 nag-start, sa year 2, ano pa lang yan, A. Tapos sa year 3, A plus G. Therefore, yung formula mo, A plus N minus 2 times G. Depende kung saan nag-start yung increase ng value. So, itong cash flow diagram na to, para ma-solve natin to, kailangan nating hatiin into two components. So, ganito siya. So, ito yung unang component kung saan gagawin natin siyang ordinary annuity. So, alam naman natin kapag hinati natin to, etong cash flow diagram na to, try natin Di pantay to pero galing. Ayan. Kapag hinati natin to, merong may mga etong mga to magiging A yan. Diba? Then may mga sobra. So A, then A, eto A din, A, then ito, A din. Ayan. So, kapag magsosolve tayo ng arithmetic gradient, ang gagawin natin para mas madali is hahatiin natin yung ating cash flow into two components. So, ito na yung unang component niya. So, value niya pare-parehas A. Okay? Plus yung value ng mga sobra. So, sa year 1, since A lang yan, wala tayong sobra na value. Sa year 2, meron tayong sobra na value na G. Kasi inalis lang natin yung A, di ba? So, sa year 2, ang value nito ay G. Sa year 3, since inalis natin yung A, ang value niya ay 2G. Sa year 4, since inalis natin yung A, ang matitirang value niya, which is ito, hanggang dito ay 3G. And so on and so forth. So, ganun mag-solve or ganun maghati ng cash flow diagram ng arithmetic gradient. Okay? So, from that cash flow diagram, makakabuo tayo ng formula. So, ito, formula to ng ordinary annuity. Ito, formula ng arithmetic gradient. Therefore, kung ililet natin to as present value, therefore, P is equal to P prime plus P double prime, or sinimplify ko pa, PA plus PG. Ibig sabihin, present worth ng ating annuity plus present worth ng ating gradient. So, ni-write ko siya. Pwede siyang i-write as present worth ng annuity and ito, present worth ng ating gradient. Okay? Okay. Where alam naman natin ang formula ng ordinary annuity ay A times 1 minus 1 plus I minus N raised to negative N over I. Then, yung gradient natin, ito lang yung madadagdag na formula. So, G over I, 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 over I minus N times 1 plus I raised to negative N. Okay? So, ito yung formula ng ordinary annuity kung matatandaan. Then, ito yung formula ng gradient, yung nadagdag sa lesson natin ngayon. Okay. So, ito nga yung pinakita ko kanina. Ito na yung pinaka main formula natin sa arithmetic gradient. P is equal to present worth ng annuity plus present worth ng gradient. Is equal to A times 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative N over I plus G over I times 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 over I minus N times 1 plus I raised to negative N. Where yung P is the present worth of the arithmetic gradient, A is the uniform periodic amount, G is the arithmetic gradient change in the periodic amount, and I is the interest rate. So, ganun pa rin yan. Ito pa rin yung tatlo. Ang nadagdag lang dyan ay yung G. Yan yung tinatawag na arithmetic gradient change. So, yung G natin, constant yan dapat. For example, tingnan natin dun sa diagram. For example, ito. Kung ang G mo dito ay 50, yung 2G mo dito ay 100. Then, ang 3G mo dito ay 150. So, every year, mag-i-increase siya ng 50. So, ang increase dapat sa G or value ng G natin ay constant. Isa lang. Okay? And N is the number of compounding periods per year. So, yan na rin yung sa dati nating formula. Ang nadagdag lang talaga ay itong G. Ito lang yung medyo bago. Okay? So, sample problem tayo. A loan was to be amortized by a group of 4 and of year payments forming an ascending arithmetic progression. The initial payment was to be 5,000 and the difference between successive payment was to be 400. But the loan was renegotiated to provide for the payment of equal rather than uniformly varying sums. If the interest rate of the loan was 15%, what was the annual payment? Okay, first i-analyze natin yung problem. Meron tayong initial payment of 5,000. Ayan ang ating A. Okay? Bakit siya naging A? Kasi nga, yung loan natin ay kailangang i-amortize. The difference between, kapag may nabasa kayong difference, ibig sabihin yan yung ating gradient. So, automatic, gradient natin ay 400. But the loan was renegotiated to provide for the payment of equal rather than uniformly varying sums. So, ang problem na to, una, yung loan daw natin ay in terms of arithmetic progression. So, ibig sabihin, yung loan natin ay unequal yung payment natin kada taon. Pero, yung loan daw, sabi dyan, was renegotiated. Ibig sabihin, binago, gustong gawing uniformly varying sum. Gustong gawing ordinary annuity. So, if the interest rate of the loan was 15%, yan yung I, what was the annual payment? So, ang hinahanap yan yung A. Okay? A prime. Okay? So, ang loan daw, nanggaling sa arithmetic, pero gustong baguhin, gustong gawing yung ordinary annuity. So, ano daw yung value ng A para ma-provide yung hinahanap. So, solution. So, ito yung diagram niya. Ito yung unang kasunduan kung saan ang loan niya ay ang loan niya is an example of arithmetic progression. Okay? So, ang loan daw na yan, para ma-solve yan, hatiin natin sa dalawa. So, ayan yan. So, gawa ka ng line dito. Okay? So, yung year 1 mo, hanggang year 4, yan yung A natin. Yan yung first cash flow diagram. Then, yung sobra, lagay natin dito. So, sa year 0, walang sobra kasi yan yung A natin. So, 0 yan. Sa year 2, ang sobra natin sa 5,000 ay 400. Sa year 3, ang sobra natin sa 5,800 ay 800. And sa year 4, ang sobra natin ay 1,200. So, from arithmetic progression, gustong gawin as ordinary annuity. So, ganito ang gustong gawin sa kasunduan. Series of equal payment. So, ang hinahanap, A prime. Okay? Okay. So, gawin natin ordinary annuity. So, sulat ko ulit yung given. N natin ay 4. Saan nanggaling yung 4? Sinabi sa problem. 4 end of year payments. Okay? So, 4 na period or 4 na payment ang kailangan gawin. So, N natin ay 4. A natin ay 5,000. G natin is 400. I natin ay 15%. So, solution. So, from the formula, P is equal to P ng ordinary annuity plus P ng gradient. Then, kapag in-expand natin, P is equal to A, 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative N over I, plus G over I, 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 over I minus N, times 1 plus I raised to negative N. Okay, given naman yung I, tsaka yung N, at given yung G. So, direct sub lang pala to, no? Pero, ang makukuha nating value ay present worth nung total loan. Ang hinahanap ay A prime. Okay? So, kunin muna natin ang present worth. So, by substituting all the values, we have A of 5,000, 1 minus 1 plus I, which is 15%, raised to N, which is 4, negative 4, over 0.15, which is the I. Plus, yung G natin ay 400. 400 yung ini-increase na value ng ating disbursement kada taon. Over I, which is 0.15, times 1 plus 0.15 raised to 4 minus 1 over 0.15 minus 4, which is yan yung N. So, ang ginawa lang natin ay direct sub kasi lahat naman yan given. Times 1 plus 0.15 raised to negative 4. So, kapag in-input nyo to sa calcu, ang lalabas ay 15,789.47 pesos. Okay, check nga natin. Calculator. Yeah. So, 5,000 quantity 1 minus 1.15 raised to negative 4. Okay. Over 0.15 plus 400 over 0.15. Then, parentheses 1.15 raised to 4 minus 1 over 0.15 minus 4 Tama ba? Okay. Then 1.15 raised to negative 4. So, tama. So, ang value natin kapag in-input natin yan sa Caltech ay 15,789.47 pesos. So, yan yung pinaka-total value niya or yan yung pinaka-total value ng loan kapag kinonvert natin into present worth. But, yung hinahanap sa problem ay yung A prime or magkano yung babayaran niya equally for 4 years kapag ginawa nating ordinary annuity, yung arithmetic progression na loan. Okay? So, solving for A prime, we have a formula of, from the formula of ordinary annuity, P is equal to A prime, yan yung hinahanap natin, 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n over I. Okay? Or, kapag kinos-multiply natin yan, kasi A prime yung hinahanap. Pwede nyo namang indiretsyong shift solve yan, pero ako, sinimplify ko pa. So, A prime is equal to P times I over 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative. Pwedeng dito i-shift solve nyo na, makukuha nyo na yung value ng A prime or i-simplify nyo. Depende yan sa inyo. Parehas naman pwede both strategy or pwede yun parehas gawin. Okay? Okay. So, substitute natin yung value sa dito para makuha natin si A prime. A prime is equal to 15,789.47 times 0.15 over 1 minus 1 plus I, which is 0.15 raised to negative 4, close parenthesis. Therefore, A prime natin ay 5,530.5. So, kapag kinonvert natin into ordinary annuity, ang huhulugan mo sa loan ay 5,530.5. So, try natin sa calculator. Check natin kung tama. 15,789.47 times 0.15 over 1 minus 1.15 raised to negative 4. Okay, so tama naman siya. Medyo may difference nga lang. Kasi mali yung type ko. 15,789. Yan, 5,530.5. So, ayan na yung ating sagot. Okay? So, yan yung hinahanap. But, para mapadali yung buhay natin, syempre, nilagyan ko na ng calculator technique. Okay? Para hindi masyadong mahaba ang solution. So, by Caltech, kunin natin yung given. Ayan yung given natin. N is equal to 4. G is equal to 400. A is equal to 5,000. And I is equal to 15%. So, ito yung nakuha nating sagot, where P is equal to 15,789.47 and A natin is 5,530.5. So, yan yung nakuha nating sagot. So, gamitin natin yung Caltech. So, tuturuan ko kayo ng Caltech dito sa arithmetic and geometric regions. Okay? So, ito yung formula natin for Caltech. P is equal to summation of A plus x minus 1 plus minus g over 1 plus I raised to x from 1 to n. Okay. So, ang makukuha mong value dito ay value ng P. So, kapag pinapahanap sa problem ay value ng F, syempre, kunin mo muna yung value ng P and gamitin mo yung formula ng F-fitting. F-fitting or F is equal to P 1 plus I raised to. Okay? Then, dun sa formula natin kanina, paano nakuha si A prime? A prime is equal to Pi over 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n. So, palabasin natin tong sagot kanina. Di ba? Ganito yung solution natin kanina, mahaba. Yan, ganyan siya kahaba, no? Oh, naghang na. Palabasin natin yung sagot by using the Caltech na pinrovide ko. Okay? So, labas natin ang ating calculator. So, sabi, ang Caltech dyan ay summation of shift, dapat shift logarithm. Ayan. Summation of A. Ano ba yung A natin? 5,000. 5,000. Plus x minus 1. So, literal na x yan na. Minus 1. Then, plus minus g. So, since yung g natin dito ay increasing, nakita nyo naman sa value kanina, di ba? From 5,000, year 1, then year 2 naging 5,4, year 3 naging 5,8, then year 4 naging 6,2. So, since increasing yan, ang g natin, value ng g natin ay dapat positive. So, dapat 400 yan. Okay? So, kung nakita nyo sa cash flow diagram, kaya importanteng i-drawing yung cash flow diagram para hindi kayo malilito sa pag-solve ng problem. So, kapag nakita nyo sa cash flow diagram na decreasing yung value, for example, 8,000 siya, tapos naging 7,6, naging 7,2, pababa yung value niya, ang gagamitin yung value ng G ay negative. So, ganun lang yun. Kaya, plus minus G yan. Depende sa ating given na problem. Then, 1 plus I, ano I natin? 0.15 raised to X. So, as is X yan. So, try natin kung lalabas. From year 1, ilang period tayo? 4. To 4. Okay? So, equals 15,789.47. Saktong-sakto yan. Walang labis, walang kulang. Walang decimal difference. Now, solving for the A prime. So, para madali, since nakuha nyo yung value ng P, store natin. So, shift, store, A. Okay? So, ang value ng P natin ay nasa A. Doon nag-work yung function ng store. So, i-store mo yung value na na-compute mo kahit saan dyan. Pwedeng sa A, pwedeng sa B, sa C, D, E, F, X, Y, M. Madami yan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, 9 yan na pwede mong lagyan ng, or 9 yan na pwede mong i-store yung sagot. Okay? Para hindi mo na siya ito-type as is. Ano? Okay. So, clear na natin kasi nasa A naman na. Nasa yung value ng P, nasa A, alpha A. Yan, 15,789.47. Okay. So, solving for the value of A prime, we have P, which is nasa A natin. Nilagay natin sa A, times I. Ito yan, 15%. Over 1. Sorry. Over 1. Minus 1 plus I. So, 1.15 raised to negative n, negative 4. Okay? So, by Caltech, lumabas din yung value ng. So, kayong bahala sa exam kung Caltech or long method. As long as ipakita nyo yung process of the solution. So, kapag wala naman kayo pinakitang process, mali yun kapag sagot lang nilabas nyo, ha? So, okay yung Caltech, basta ipakita yung process na kung paano sinolve sa Caltech. Okay, so, clear na tayo sa number 1. Doon na tayo sa number 2. Find the present worth of all cash disbursement using gradient interest formula if money is worth 15% per annum. Annual cash disbursement increases by 1,000 every year thereafter until the end of the 4th year. The first cash disbursement amounts to 5,000. So, ang hinahanap naman ngayon ay present worth. So, mas madali kasi present worth lang ang hinahanap. So, given natin, we have I of 15%. Annual cash disbursement increases. Andun naman na yung term kapag may nabasa kayong increases or decreases, automatic yan yung G natin. So, 1,000 yan. Then, N natin ay 4 kasi end of the 4th year. The first cash disbursement amount to 5,000. So, yung A natin ay equal to 5,000. So, required, find the present worth. So, solution. So, from the formula, P is equal to PA plus PG. So, ito yung formula niya. P is equal to A times 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative N over I plus G over I times 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 over I minus N times 1 plus I raised to negative N. So, given ba yung A? Given naman yan. Yung I, given din. Yung G, given din. And yung N, given din. So, direct substitution lamang. So, A natin is 5,000. 1 minus 1 plus I, which is 0.15, raised to negative 4, which is yung N natin over I, which is 0.15, plus yung G natin ay 1,000 over I, which is 0.15, times 1 plus 0.15 raised to 4, okay? 1 plus I raised to N minus 1, over I, which is 0.15 minus 4. Yan yung N natin. Times 1 plus I, which is 0.15 raised to negative 4. So, kapag sinolve natin to sa calculator, hindi ko na papakita kung paano sinolve, i-type nyo na lang sa calculator. Ang lalabas na value natin ng PI, 18,061.32. Okay? Sige nga, i-ano natin sa calculator para ma-compare natin sa Caltech. So, 5,000 0.15 1 minus 1.15 raised to negative 4. Okay. Plus 1,000 over 0.15 1 plus, gawin na natin 1.15, no? Raised to positive 4, positive minus 1, over 0.15 minus 4, times 1.15 raised to negative 4. So, 18,061.32. Now, solve natin by using the calculator technique. So, calculator technique, anong A natin? A natin ay 5,000. Okay. Plus, alpha x minus 1. Ano yung G natin? Positive or negative? So, since sinabi dyan ay increases, positive G tayo. So, positive 1,000. Over 1 plus I, 1 plus 0.15 raised to alpha x. Bakit? Okay. Wala pa kasing value tong sa taas. So, yung N natin ay 4, yung X natin ay 1. So, 1 from year 1 to 4. So, same lang sila. Ang kagandahan sa Caltech, mas maikli ang solution. You don't need to solve sa isa pa, no? Medyo mahaba. Okay? So, here. So, pwedeng long method, pwedeng Caltech. So, number 3 tayo. Find the equivalent annual payment of the following obligations at 20% interest. So, end of year, meron tayong payment. So, sa year 1, ang payment natin ay 8,000. Sa year 2, naging 7,000. Sa year 3, naging 6,000. And sa year 4, naging 5,000. So, ang hinahanap, the equivalent annual payment of the following obligations. So, parang yung question number 1, gusto niyang kunin yung A prime, yung from arithmetic gradient, gusto niyang i-convert into ordinary annuity. So, given muna tayo, interest natin ay 20%, yung G natin ay 1,000. Ano yung G natin? Positive o negative? Dapat negative yan kasi decreasing. Sulat ko lang decreasing. Yeah, decreasing. Okay? Siyempre, yung N natin 4 kasi 4 lang naman ang ating period and A natin ay 8,000. Okay? Yung A mo ay lagi magsisimula sa period 1. So, required natin ay, kagaya nung kanina, A prime. Para maging equal annual payment sila. So, solution. So, kapag dinrawing natin to sa cash flow diagram, ito yung magiging itsura niya. So, ito yung ating present worth. So, from year 1, nagbayad ka ng 8,000. Sa year 2, nagbayad ka ng 7,000. Sa year 3, nagbayad ka ng 6,000. And sa year 4, nagbayad ka ng 5,000. Okay? So, hatiin natin siya into two components. So, una, course, tigi 8,000. Okay? Gawin natin siya tigi 8,000. Kasi dito tayo bumase sa first payment. So, yan yung ginawa nating A. So, 8,000. Then, since ito ay magiging negative value na, kaya ang cash flow diagram natin sa gradient ay pababa na. So, ito, negative 1,000 na siya, no? Ito ay negative 2,000 and negative 3,000 para maging saktong 8,000 lang. So, ang kailangan natin ay uniform annual payment. So, A prime. Okay? So, solution. So, kagaya lang din nung kanina, ang nangyari lang, pababa ang kaniyang value. No? Straight line yan dapat. Yan. Pababa ang value. Pagpataas, ganun yung diagram niya. Pag ganyan siya. Straight line ang arithmetic gradient. Okay? So, solve na natin. So, same formula lang naman. Ang mababago lang naman dito ay sign. So, copy natin lahat ng given. So, P is equal to PA minus PG na. Kasi nga, ang value mo ng gradient ay pababa. Kaya, minus PG na siya. P is equal to, yung pa rin yung formula ng ordinary annuity. A times 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n over I minus G over I times 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 over I minus n times 1 plus I raised to negative n. Okay. So, substitute natin kasi given naman lahat yan eh. So, we have P is equal to 8,000. Yan yung A natin. Times 1 minus 1 plus I, which is 20%. Raised to negative n, which is 4. Over I, which is 0.20. Minus G natin ay 1,000. Over I, which is 20%. Times 1 plus 20% raised to 4 minus 1 over 0.20. Then minus n, which is 4, times 1 plus I, which is 20% raised to negative n or negative 4. So, kapag nilagay natin yan sa calcu, P natin ay 17,411.27 pesos. So, check natin kung tama. We have 8,000. 1 minus 1.20 raised to negative 4 over 0.20 minus 1,000 over 0.20 times 1 plus 0.20 raised to 4 minus 1 over 0.20 minus 4 Ang haba, no? Haba niya i-type sa Caltech. Unlike sa Caltech na mabilis lang. Raised to negative 4. Oh, saan ako namali? Sa parenthesis ko to. Yan kasi minamadali eh. No? Dito yan. Kita ko na mali ko. Yan. Oh, 17,411.27 pesos. So, yan yung value ng ating present worth. So, kapag kinonvert mo yung kinonvert mo to lahat into present worth. Kagaya ng question number 1. Ayan yung magiging value niya. 17,411.27. Now, solving for A, gaya nung ginawa natin kanina, gamitin natin yung formula ng ordinary annuity, where P is equal to A prime 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative N over I, or kapag kinross multiply natin yan, A prime is equal to PI over 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative N. Okay? So, substitute natin yung value. A prime is equal to 17,411.27. Yan yung value ng P natin. Yung I natin ay 20%, kaya 0.20 yan over 1 minus 1 plus I, which is 20% raised to negative N, which is negative 4. Okay? Therefore, A prime natin ay 6,725.78. So, kailangan pa ba natin ng ganyang kahabang solution? Hindi na. Kailangan, since engineer tayo, padaliin natin ang ating buhay. Gamitin natin ang Caltech. So, kunin natin ang given. N is equal to 4. G natin ay negative kasi sinabi naman doon sa problem na decreasing, at the same time, kitang-kita naman sa ating cash flow diagram na decreasing ang kanyang value. A is equal to 8,000 and I is equal to 20%. So, ang answer na nakuha natin, ang present worth ay 17,411.27 and yung A prime natin ay 6,725.78. So, for the madali no? For the solution, yung pa rin yung formula ng ating Caltech. Okay? Kunin muna natin si value ng P. So, 17,000 yan walang daya yan. So, summation, shift, log. Ano yung A natin? 8,000. 8,000 plus X minus 1. Then, ang value ng G natin, since decreasing, dapat ang ilalagay mo dito ay negative 1,000. Over 1 plus I, which is 1 plus 0.20 raised to alpha x. Yan. Tapos lagyan natin ng year. From year 1 to 4. Or from period 1 to 4. Lumaba. 17,411.27. Then shift, store natin sa A. Yan. Store natin sa A para mabilis natin makuha si A prime. Okay? Therefore, A prime is equal to P. Clear natin Ano yung P natin? Nasa A times I, 0.20 over 1 minus 1 plus I, 1.20 or plus na lang para hindi kayo malito. Raised to negative N, which is negative 4. Kulang na naman sa parenthesis yung dulo. Yan. Okay? 6,725.78. Saktong-sakto. Walang labis, walang kulang. So, kayong bahala kung gagamitin nyo ang ating Caltech or hindi. So, gamitin nyo sa advantage nyo yan sa board exam. So, that's all for arithmetic gradient. Doon naman tayo sa geometric gradient. Geometric gradient is when the periodic payment increases or decreases by a constant percentage. Ang kaibahan niya sa arithmetic, ang arithmetic nag-i-increase siya by value. Ito, by percentage. Yan. At the same time, kapag tiningnan natin yung graph niya, pa-curve yan. Pa-curve ang increase or decrease ng ating periodic payment. Unlike kanina, di ba pinakita ko sa arithmetic, ang increase niya ay pa-straight line. So, kunwari yan yung year 1, ito yung year 2, ito yung year 3. Sensya na sa drawing, naka-mouse na kasi. Yan. Pa-straight line yan. Pa-straight line. Okay? Huwag nyo na lang pansinin, basta pa-straight line. Kapag geometric, paano yan? Pa-curve ang increase niya. So, from year 1, ito yung first payment natin, A1. Sa year 2 naman, kapag nag-increase na siya, A1 times 1 plus G. Diba? Ang kaibahan niya, kanina kapag geometric, ang ginagamit nating equation doon ay plus. Ngayon naman ay multiply. Tapos, sa year 3, A1, 1 plus G squared. Multiply, tapos ang power naman ang nag-increase. No? Then, year 4, A1, 1 plus 3 raised to, A1, 1 plus G raised to 3. Then, 5, A1 times 1 plus G raised to 4. Then, kapag nasa year end na siya, A1, 1 plus G raised to N minus 1. So, ganyan na magiging equation niya sa geometric region. Okay? So, ano nga ulit? Ang kaibahan ng dalawa kapag arithmetic, yung value yung nag-i-increase or nag-i-decrease. Kapag geometric naman, nag-i-increase siya by percentage. So, for the formula, ito ang ating gagamitin na formula. P is equal to 1 over 1 plus I times 1 minus x raised to n over 1 minus x, where x natin ay 1 plus g over 1 plus I. So, same nomenclature pa rin sa lahat. Ang nabago lang dyan ay yung small letter g. Diba? Kapag big letter G, tumutukoy yan sa value ng pera. Kapag small letter G, percentage. Okay? So, where P, present worth, A is the uniform periodic amount, G is the geometric gradient change in percentage. Ayan lang yung nadagdag sa atin, small letter G. I is the interest rate, and N is the number of compounding periods per year. Okay? So, problem tayo. Okay. A newly acquired machinery requires an annual maintenance cost of 10,000 pesos. If the annual maintenance cost is increased by 20% each year every year for 10 years, what is the estimated present worth of the maintenance cost if money is worth 15%? Okay? So, masasabi natin na geometric gradient siya kasi anong palatandaan? Nag-increase siya by 20%. So, percentage ang kanya in-increase. Okay. So, given natin, maintenance cost, 10,000. Automatic A yan. G natin ay 20%. Of course, kitang-kita naman, no? N natin ay 10. 10 years. Dali-dali, oh. And I natin ay 15%. Ayun, kitang-kita naman, no? Ang required natin ay P. What is the present worth? So, solution. So, we have a formula of P is equal to A over 1 plus I times 1 minus X raised to N over 1 minus X. Where yung X natin ay 1 plus G over 1 plus I. So, solve muna natin si X. bago natin i-solve si P. No? Solve natin si x bago natin i-solve si present. Okay? X is equal to 1 plus g or 1 plus 0.20 over 1 plus I or 1 plus 0.15. X is equal to 24 over 3. So, ang ginawa ko dito, fraction na lang para sakto ang sagot. Ano? Kasi, masyadong mahaba yan kapag type natin. Type na natin sa kapilito. Type natin 1.20 over 1.15. Ayan. 24 over 3 or 1.043478261. Ang haba, no? Ayan na lang, fraction na lang. Para sakto yung sagot natin. Okay? So, nakuha mo na si x. Kunin mo na si p, si present. So, substitute na natin. A natin ay 10,000 over 1 plus I, which is 0.15, times 1 minus, ano x natin? 24 over 3, raised to n, which is 10. Given naman yan. Nag-direct sub lang tayo. Over 1 minus x, which is 24 over 3. Okay? So, P natin ay 106,100.51. So, try natin solve ba? 10,000 over 1, 1.15 or 1 plus 0.15 times 1 minus, that pala inano ko na yung ano kanina, no? Nasa answer ba yun? Nasa answer naman yata yun eh. 24 over 3. Ayun, nasa answer yun. Nakasave pa dun, okay? 106,100.51. Okay? So, yan na yan. Of course, pahirapan ba natin ang buhay natin? Gamitan natin ng Caltech. Ano naman yung Caltech dito? So, ang Caltech dito ay P is equal to summation of A times 1 plus minus G raised to X minus 1 over 1 plus I raised to X from year 1 to N. Okay? So, try natin sa Caltech, ha? Anong sagot? 106,120. So, summation of A natin ay 10,000. 1 plus minus G. So, yung G natin ay increase, no? Ayan, no? Kitang-kita, increase. So, positive dapat yan. 1 plus 0.20 raised to alpha x minus 1 over 1 plus I, 1 plus 0.15 raised to alpha x. Okay, from year 1 to, ano n natin? 10. Yun na, 106,100.51. Saktong-sakto. Okay? So, lahat pala ng topic na may kinalaman sa arithmetic and geometric gradient ay kayang-kayang isolve ng Caltech. So, that's all for this topic. Stay safe and thank you.